Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manifest the Rest with me, Svetlana. So, if you did not get a chance to join in the Manifesting Your Dream Life Workshop Challenge, we are in the middle of it. We are actually close to wrapping it up. You can still absolutely join. I will have the link in the episode description. It is completely free as of right now. And for the foreseeable future, I'm going to keep it free because again, I want as many people as possible to get access to this information, to start loving their life, to start manifesting dreams that they never thought were possible. That's what the entire challenge is about, if you didn't get that. So you can absolutely join. You can binge watch all of the videos. They were just short 10-minute, if that, videos every single day on a different step and a different modality. The manifestation process that I still use right now, today, to manifest everything that I have and will have. So you can absolutely get that. And if you want to get deep, if you want to work on specific beliefs, rewire your subconscious mind, and start achieving specific goals, message me about one-on-one. So I am now offering one-on-one coaching for 2 weeks or up to 6 weeks. And if you want longer, absolutely let me know. We can talk about that. But I will work with you hands-on, one-on-one to work through any dream that you want, to rewire any belief, any story that you tell yourself. Even if you don't know what you want, I can help you figure that out. But this is not stuff that's easy to figure out on your own. That's why I hire coaches. That's why I work with mentors, because there are things that even though I work in this space and I do this every single day, it's not easy to do it on your own. There's so much that you can absolutely gather and absorb from all the information available to you online, and in books and everything, podcasts. But there's something different when you have somebody specific working with you one-on-one in your back pocket to guide you through any doubt, any fear, any limiting belief that you can't get past. So that is also the link for that is going to be in the episode description as well, or you can shoot me an email or DM me on Instagram, and I would be more than happy to walk you through all of that. So that is what I wanted to start off with, but now let's get into the episode for today. And today's episode is about how we have to stop living for the weekend. We have to stop, guys. There are 7 days in a week. I don't have to tell you that. But we spend 5 of them waiting for Saturday and Sunday for the most part, or for vacation. And that's just not how we should be living life. We should be loving every single day. Make every day feel like it's your choice, how it's fun, it's amazing. Okay. And I get it. We have 9 to 5s. I work a full-time job. You might have an 8 to 6. Maybe you have like a 7 to 7. Maybe you work these ridiculous hours. Maybe you're a full-time student, or maybe you work in a hospital, right? I know that there are hours that are insane and that we have a lot of things that we have to do that we might not necessarily want to. But the fact of the matter is that this is what is the reality right now. Your job, it might not be your dream job, but it is still what you're doing right now. So rather than waiting for the weekend, waiting for vacation, waiting until we have our dream jobs to actually love life, let's start bringing more of that into the every single day. Because when you do that, that is when you start changing your life. That is when you start seeing the magic happen. Things start shifting for you when you bring that energy into the now. Because too many of us are waiting for something else to make us happy. We wait for more time, more money, different opportunities, relocating, whatever, insert whatever excuse you want to then potentially start on your passion, to start working out, to start eating better, to start traveling, to start following your passion, to start your podcast. There will never be a good time. And we know this. There will never be a good time or a time where you feel safe and comfortable to go after it, whatever it is that you are going after. So you have to just start now. So, going on a little tangent there, what I want you to do is recondition yourself to just getting through the week, to actually start enjoying every day of the week. We are, we have this mentality that we have to hustle from 9 to 5. And I'm just saying that I know that typically the hours are not 9 to 5, but I'm just going to stick with that for the purpose of this episode. We are so programmed to believe that we have to hustle the 9 to 5 and then we get to relax in the evenings and Friday nights and then Saturday and Sunday. That's it. And we got this work hard, play hard mentality. And that keeps us trapped. It keeps us trapped in this survival mode rather than this fulfilled mode, rather than this, like, my life is incredible mode. Every single day is a dream. I have said this many times, but I'm not kidding. When I wake up every day, so excited about the day, so excited. I don't just go through the motions. I make everything like monumental. I make it matter. I find the gratitude. I anchor into the gratitude of every day. And many people assume it's normal to dread the weekday. It's not normal. It's not the only way. It's just the common way. And I'm just so done with that mentality. I mean, I'm very done with that, so I've shifted. But I used to be like that. I'm talking from experience. I used to always say, I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait till 5 o'clock so I can go home. That's not how I wanted to spend my days. I started thinking about the fact that I was at work back when I worked in the office. Now I work remotely, but when I worked in the office, I was always counting down until I can leave, right? And I enjoyed work, but I mean, I enjoy being at home more. I think we all do. And I started thinking about how I need to enjoy this because this is at least a third of my day. And then a third I spend sleeping, and then a third I have free. Okay. Again, I'm just rounding up these numbers. So I started thinking, okay, how can I enjoy every day more? How can I enjoy these hours? So first, I started anchoring into gratitude, anchoring into the fact that I don't have to go to work. I get to. Now, this might be challenging, especially if you maybe don't like your job and it is a hustle and you dread it. All right, we got to shift it because again, the reality is this is your job. This is what you're doing right now. So rather than being miserable until you can finally leave, let's get excited about it. Let's bring more presence. Let's bring more gratitude. Let's bring more fun into those hours that you're there. Even if you're remote, again, you can use these tactics for whatever your job is, wherever it is. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to do anything. You get to. This small shift might seem small, but it is so powerful because when we realize that we have the power, you can quit. You can just not show up. You can. You are able to. You don't have to do anything. But when you say, I get to, you start shifting into gratitude that you have a job. There are some people that would kill, that would do anything to have what you have right now. They do, but we again take it for granted. We think about how this sucks and we want something else. Let's appreciate what we have right now. You get to make an income. You get to grow your skills. Maybe you get to learn how to be patient with people because you have trouble with the people that you work with. You get to leave the house and put on a nice outfit and go to work and show up. What else do you get to do? You get to network. You get to talk to people. That is something that I do as much as I love working remotely. I do miss talking and engaging with people around me. I have to make sure that I step out of my apartment so that I don't go insane. Because if I stay cooped up in my house all day, apartment all day, I'm going to lose my mind. But I didn't have to worry about that when I went into the office. Again, grass is always greener, but we're going to focus on our grass and making it green. Let's not worry about anybody else. Let's not worry about anything else. All right. So anchor into that gratitude. That's going to shift. That's going to change your approach, how you approach every single day when you go to work. Rather than dreading it, you start thinking, you know what? I'm very grateful that I have this job, that I'm making money to pay for my rent, to pay for my needs, and maybe even more for some wants. I'm building my resume, I'm learning new skills. I get to talk with people. There's so much that you can be grateful about, but you're too busy complaining about it. You're too busy focusing on how much you don't like this, how much you'd rather be doing something else, how much you can't wait for the weekend or vacation, or how this is miserable. I know the drill. I've been there, and I know a lot of you do that too. And if you love your job, amazing. All right, you can skip over all of this, then you're already crushing it, right? I remember my grandma used to tell me that she absolutely loved her job. And I was like, you know what? I want that mentality too. I want that mindset. That's awesome. Okay, so we're changing the language. You don't have to, you get to. We're focusing on gratitude. And then I also just want you to romanticize the small things because the small things are actually the big things. in anything. I mean, we kind of know this, right? It's not just about those big moments, but it's like those small moments when you go have a picnic with your partner or your friends, when you just do something like easy and lighthearted, when you go out play on the playground that you used to play on when you were like 8 years old. Now you do it as a 30-year-old. Like those are the memories that make up so much. Okay, so the same thing happens, a little bit of an extreme like metaphor. Again, don't I really struggle with metaphor and analogy, so I apologize. I don't know how to get that clear. Okay, anyways, so that might be a little bit of a stretch, but what I'm implying is with the day to day, you need to start getting excited about those small things like the coffee, your morning coffee. Changing your alarm sound from those horrid beeps, like that blaring alarm, change that. Why are you waking up to stress, to this like very anxiety inducing sound? No one likes that sound. Yes, it wakes you up. But you know what? Playing loud 90s music can also wake you up. I have a Hatch alarm clock now, which I'm obsessed with, and I have birds wake me up every morning. I have a backup sound on my phone in case the birds are too calming, but I do not subscribe to those alarm sounds anymore. We listen to pleasant music. We wake up in joy. We wake up and immediately start with our gratitude list. If you guys aren't using gratitude to your, like, you're not utilizing it in your life, you're missing out. Gratitude is the foundation for manifestation, the foundation for changing your life. Okay, so you wake up, pleasant sound, take a moment to be grateful for everything you have, take a moment to set an intention for the day, and then have fun getting ready. Okay, I get it. You're tired. We have things we have to do. Again, that's the reality of it. I'm not over here telling you, go quit your job and go travel all over the world. No, I understand we have to do things. Sometimes we do things we don't want to do, but we can make them more fun and we can dread them less. So let's wake up. We have to wake up. Let's make some fun coffee at home. You guys, if you listen to my last episode, my coffee is my whole experience. Play some fun music while you shower and while you get ready. Change up your outfits. Don't just wear the same thing every day. When you look good, you feel good. It's true. And if you feel good, you look good. So it all goes hand in hand. So get some new outfits, go shopping, right? Or make some, or switch up what you wear, move your closet around, romanticize those small things. And then start noticing maybe you caught the train right on time. You're like, yeah, I'm so lucky. Or you got every green light. Oh, I'm so lucky. Put on a good playlist when you get on the bus or when you're driving. Listen to some podcasts. I used to take the bus into work back when I went in the office and lived in Boston. So many manifestation podcasts. You don't, I mean, still listen to them 24/7. But that's what I did. And that helped me switch into this mindset of, you know what? I'm so grateful. Yeah, this isn't my favorite, but rather than spending my time complaining and being tired and thinking as soon as I wake up, ugh, I have to wake up, or ugh, it's so dark out. I loved waking up early. I would start appreciating how it's so quiet in the morning before all the busyness of the day, before everybody wakes up. All right, so we don't need a whole new life. We don't need an entire new job. We just need a different lens. Somebody once said, this is like my favorite. I have so many favorites, like examples of like your perspective. You have a pair of sunglasses, and all you do is you change them. If you're watching the video right now, I'm taking off my blue light glasses. I love them. They really help with headaches and your eyes getting tired. So, side note, highly recommend. But you have a pair of sunglasses. They're brown tinted. Great. Take them off, put on the pink tinted ones. That's how simple. That's literally how I want you to change your perspective on your job, on your day to day, on your Monday through Friday. Put on a pink lens, sunglasses, and let's start looking at the gratitude. Let's start romanticizing our morning. Add in a bougie coffee walk with your coworker. Just let them know, hey, 12 o'clock, let's go for a quick 10-minute coffee break. Get out of the office. Go have a conversation that has nothing to do with your job. Maybe add in a book club on Tuesdays or Taco Tuesday. Maybe meet up with friends on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, or go to a Pilates class with somebody. Make it a routine so that way you're not burning out by Wednesday or Thursday, but you're actually excited. You have something to look forward to every day of the week. What this allows you to do is it shifts from the weekend is a reward to every day is a choice. That's what I want you to really realize. And it's those micro habits that help you love your everyday, your work day. So create those midweek rituals, whatever they are. Maybe it's a playlist, maybe it's a little dance break. If you work from home, play some music and get into the vibe. I'll do this before a meeting. I'll blast, I've been on like a Disney vibe, so I'll blast some Disney, or like 90s music, just fun music, whatever. I blast music, I have a little dance break, and then I have my call. Puts me in a good mood. I just shook out some energy, right? Shaking is a great way to release stagnant energy. Or if you're like in a bad mood, it shifts the vibe. I mean, try to be upset and then jump. It just doesn't work. You start like laughing, like, why am I jumping? I'm not happy. All right, so don't wait for a reason to dress up for work. Just dress up. Wear heels for all I care. I recommend it. Wear heels. Do things that are gonna make you more excited, even the tiniest things, right? We are romanticizing every small little thing, right? And the reason this is so important, if you don't already know, is because the universe responds to your energy. And if your energy is crap Monday through Friday, that's a lot of time that you're not feeling excited about life and grateful and being in this high vibe frequency. Your dominant energy throughout the week is what the universe is going to respond to. So if it's crap, you're not going to be manifesting your dream life. I'm sorry, 2 out of the 7 days, like trying to fit it all in to Saturday and Sunday to be happy, to be excited about life. That's not what life is about. Right, there's that quote. We weren't born to work and pay bills. We were born to live life. But because we do have to work and we do have bills, let's find ways to enjoy it. Bring more presence, more fun, more love into the everyday. Even at work, maybe you can play music in the office. Or maybe you can like play some games in the middle of things. When you enjoy stuff more, you're more productive. Okay, I'm not talking about, getting off track and being disruptive. I'm just finding ways for you to bring more of that high vibe energy into your workplace. So, we want to make sure that our energy is on point every single day, all day. So if the energy is not serving you, how can you shift it? Maybe put your vision board in your office, put it on your computer screen so you see this is what I'm excited about. This is what I'm manifesting. Take a minute or two to daydream about it. We're visualizing. This is all productive. Okay? So the more aligned and present you feel right now, the faster things are going to shift for you. Right? You don't attract your dream life by hating what is 70% of your current one. Just putting out a random number out there. Okay. So you deserve more than just 2 fun days, 2 good days. You deserve more than just 3 weeks of vacation. Let go of that belief that your joy, your fun, the energy is limited to that amount of time and that it has to be earned. Okay. We don't earn our vacation. We deserve vacation because we're us. We're doing life. You deserve to enjoy it. So let's not glorify the weekend. Let's glorify every day. And people are going to look at you like you're a freak. They might. If you start saying, I'm so excited about Monday, let's make this more fun. They might not want to engage because they're going to think you're a lunatic for wanting to have so much fun at work. No, you're not. After a little bit, they're going to ask you, why are you in such a good mood all the time? How are you so happy about this? Like, what's the secret? And then you can tell them, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been shifting. I'm changing my approach to work. I'm changing my attitude to my day to day because I don't want to wait till the weekend, right? You deserve a life that feels good most of the time, if not all the time, not just when you clock out on a Friday or at 5 p.m., right? Again, this is all stuff that I've been through. I'm talking about experience. Okay. And maybe you do need to leave your job, right? Maybe that is something else to consider. That's what I had to do. I found the most out of the job that I had, and I found the good in it. And I was so grateful for everything about it. And then I realized, you know what? I need to do something else, right? I just wanted to pursue a different career path. And so I did, and I found a different job. And then I loved it. I was so happy that I listened to my intuition, right? I did a whole episode on this. But I went to a different job, and then I loved it, but it was still work, right? It's still not what I wanted to like do 24/7. But I found ways to love it. I loved having a routine. I loved the people I was working with. I loved what I was learning. I loved building my resume. I loved meeting new friends, networking, all of that. There was so much that I found that I stopped focusing on what I hated or what I disliked. Right? Hate's a very strong word. So I stopped focusing on complaining because the more we complain, guys, the more we complain. That's literally it. The more you complain, the more you're going to find things to complain about, the more miserable you're going to be. Misery loves company. It's true. Gossip loves company. It is so easy, so easy to be negative. But unfortunately, nowadays, it's hard to be positive. It's not easy because there's so much negativity in the world, whether it's your coworkers or whether it's just the news, because the news loves to, you know, share all this negativity. I don't watch the news. I focus on the good because I want to protect my energy. I do my best. Don't get me wrong. I do vent. I do rant sometimes, but I do my best not to because I know what that leads to. That just leads to a domino effect of complaint after complaint after complaint. So I have to check myself too. So I need you to check yourself. Are you complaining about your day to day? Are you waiting and glorifying the weekend? If you are, I want you to ask yourself, maybe journal on this. What do I think I can only have on the weekend? And how can I bring more of that into my weekday? Again, guys, I understand the weekend, there's zero work. Totally get that. That's not the point. The point is, we want to enjoy the day to day. The point is, I want every single day to be fulfilling. It's for you to wake up every day being excited about the life that you're creating. And it starts with right now. It doesn't start when you get that dream job, when your business blows up, when you get all the free time in the world. It starts right now. It started yesterday. It started when you were born. All right. So I really hope that this episode made you think a little, made you think about how you approach your every single day. And the biggest tip that I can tell you is to anchor into gratitude always. But just find anything, big or small, that you can do to make things more fun. And I promise you, people are going to be on board when they start seeing you change, and you are going to change. There's no way that when you focus on the good, you focus on the positive, you focus on things that bring you joy and happiness and excitement and love, right? Just throwing out all the positive emotions. When you anchor into that and you bring more of that into your day, there's no way that you can't be living a better life. Nothing outside of you has to change. Nothing. It's all from you and your perspective. So change your freaking sunglasses, put on some pink party ones, and let's change the vibe. Let's start loving every single day. Okay, so if you loved this episode, make sure you share. Let me know your thoughts too. If you had any breakthroughs, if this really hit home for you, please let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Love hearing that you're listening. And be sure to follow and subscribe and rate the podcast too, because that really helps me out. And it also helps me know that you guys are loving what you're hearing. Okay, so with that, I'm going to leave you guys and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye.